Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. So today I am going to be making a Trader Joe's teriyaki chicken. It's probably one of my quickest go-to meals that everyone really enjoys. And it's very versatile. You can really just use what you have. But for this recipe, I'm just doing it quite simple. And I'm actually using frozen broccoli. There's a certain way that I like to make frozen broccoli so it doesn't taste soggy. So that will be an important aspect of this video. And why I'm sharing this video is because I'm using frozen broccoli. And even though I'm using this with my chicken teriyaki, this frozen broccoli method is my go-to for those who might not like a mushy broccoli. Let's hope I do this right on video. I do it successfully when I'm not recording, so let's hope I can get this done while I'm recording. So using the barbecue teriyaki chicken from Trader Joe's. I also have the broccoli, frozen broccoli from Trader Joe's. I'm also using my Trader Joe's frozen jasmine rice. Have some mushrooms, green beans, and green onions. I'll also be using my minced garlic. I like the variety. So the most important aspect of this dish is using frozen broccoli. Now, there might be a quicker way to do this, but I got my neurodivergent tendencies, and sometimes I can make things a little bit more complicated for someone else. But for me, I do it because I like the results, and that's what it is. So you don't have to do it this way, but this is how I feel like I can be successful in this dish. The important aspect of this is you do want a good size pan, because there's a lot of ingredients that are going into this dish. Most important part, start with a hot pan. I'm doing a medium-high heat. Now, I go at this in stages. I'm gonna start with my chicken. Also, I use sesame oil and the Trader Joe's everything but the bagel sesame seasoning. It's really good. I use it in a lot of things. I have a plethora of items here. So as soon as I get this chicken in the pan, I'll start working on my mushrooms and green beans. But I think I want the steam of the frozen chicken to cook along with the green beans. So I'm going to work on that now while this is heating up. I don't need a lot of this, really. It's maybe just a handful of these beans. Goodness. Handful. I think I'm going to do these just like quarter pieces. Really great for when you don't have a lot of time after work, or you just want something quick because you're starving, or maybe you just don't have a lot of patience. Okay, so that's it. I would say about probably 2/3 cup of these fresh green beans. I am going to use vegetable oil because I don't want the flavorings of avocado oil or olive oil, but it's not a big deal if that's what you have. Now, this bag has sauce. Couldn't remember if there was 2 in there or not. And there was. Okay. Is getting this chicken defrosted. That's really important. Once it's defrosted in the pan, I'm going to take scissors and I'm going to start making these big chunky pieces a lot smaller. Those pieces are browning. That's great. I like that. For the sauce packs, I just put them in this little container, put some hot water, and then just let it sit. It's not even really necessary to do that because you're going to put that eventually in the pan and it does defrost fairly quickly. Okay, I am going to use these big mushrooms. These mushrooms are quite big. I'm going to do 2 per person. I like to pop the stems out. That's just sometimes, depending on if I'm making my pasta sauce, I will keep the stems because I dice it up so fine. This is going to be a little bit chunkier. And plus, their stems are great too if you want to keep them. You can put them in the freezer. Other cost-saving tips. And yes, I wash my mushrooms. I'm sorry. I got over the whole thing that I learned from Food Network about not washing my mushrooms except with a paper towel. And I'm like, you do want to do it quickly though, because you don't want the mushrooms to get waterlogged. These are quite large, so I'm just finding a way that I want bite-sized pieces. They will shrink up because mushrooms are full of water. We'll cut in half, then a quarter, and a half. Now I'm going to put this in with my chicken and green beans because this can be cooked quite a bit. It's not like the broccoli a lot of time. I'm still not too happy with how big these are. These are quite big, but it's okay. Now I'm just going to take my kitchen scissors and just start making these small pieces. I am going to use my everything but bagel seasoning now just to get some of that rawness of that ingredient out. Oh, jeez. Out. I like to use MSG. Yep, I like to use MSG. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the chef's name, but he owns Momofuku and he had a really good presentation about MSG. And I was like, okay, I connect with that. I'm going to try it. So I got this one on Amazon. Maybe there's better ones, but mushroom liquid, the water from the mushrooms and the green beans are, steaming out. To add garlic in this now. Now, it's on my other videos about using minced garlic. It's not something I typically do, but I was making a lobster and some other items, and I just like, oh, for that price, that seems good. Instead of paying $18 for the one, let me just try it. I do prefer fresh garlic. Looks like I put a lot of garlic in, and of course, visually I did, but it's not strong flavored because it's pre-minced, so it's more of like an essence. But you certainly can use and fresh chop your garlic, or buy Trader Joe's frozen garlic, which I do a lot, or I will buy big garlic and freeze it myself. Okay, So I'm just getting this all heated up with the garlic, and then I'm going to transfer this to a separate plate. Now, why am I doing this? Well, because I don't want to dirty up another pan. This pan to be hot for my broccoli. Mix it all together later. Put that over there. It's getting pretty hot. I'm only adding a little water because I want some of this got a little burnt here. And I just want to get some of that burnt off. Get some of that flavors. This looks like yum yum. I did not to use my red onion, so, but if you do a quarter. Important to have a hot pan. That water that I had put in there kind of acted as a steam just to get things going so the broccoli didn't stick hard. Could I have used oil? Sure, and I probably will add some oil in here. Just picking up all the crusties that were in there. Now, you could also make these smaller as well, cutting them up if you want to stretch it out. But since I have the green beans, I'm not going to. As I'm waiting for this to cook up, I'm going to add some more oil. Some oil to this. Now I'm going to get my Trader Joe's rice ready. I think it calls for 3 minutes. It says 3 minutes. I do it for 4 because I don't know what's happened, but when I do it for 3, it's been crunchy. So I do it for 4 now. It's really important that you kind of spread them out. And I'm gonna need some more oil. So I want a little bit of a crust to develop. When you're working with frozen, it's a little harder. It takes a little bit more time. Yes, I know it's not that vegetable oil, but that's okay. My rice is about ready to be done in 3, 2, 1. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Leave that in the bag for a bit. Now I'm gonna start my other bag. All right, I can definitely smell the crust forming on the broccoli. That lovely crust. That's what I'm talking about right there. Mmm, mmm, mmm. So good. And I'm gonna add this. That's what that looks like all together. How tasty is this? It's so good. I'm gonna add my sauce packets. Depending on how saucy you like it, I think 1 works, but I have a lot of food here, so I can use both. So I'm going to mix this all, toss this together, get all the pieces coated in a lovely sauce. Ow! That looks delicious, right? So good. Now, I do like to let it bubble a little bit so that the sauce can thicken up. Maybe a minute or 2. Just depends on how hot your pan is. I do like to use my sesame seed oil just to give that lovely toasty flavoring. Done. Oh, it smells so good. My mouth is salivating. Look how tasty that is. Go over here. All right, gonna have a bite. It's been a while since I've had it. Good stuff. Can't go wrong. It's very good. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. The Trader Joe's teriyaki chicken. And you have a Trader Joe's near you, highly recommend it. If you find some other frozen chicken teriyaki, easy, convenient item, this is a nice way to, upgrade it. I'm happy. Hope you're happy. I know you're not eating this, but I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. And if you like this content, really appreciate the support. Please like and subscribe.